Hello! How's it going, everybody? I hope you're all doing swell. We're back for some metaphor. It's been a couple weeks, but metaphor it is tonight. I felt like streaming it. I wasn't sure if I was going to be able to. I don't think it's going to be a too long of a stream. I have to work out still, but I figured, you know, let's have a little bit of a stream. I got to move my microphone down though. It's in front of my monitor, and my monitor is like. Well, I apologize if you hear. So actually, I'm gonna mute for a second. There we go. That's much better. I uh, I hope I'm not too quiet. I am a little bit of. Oh, hey TARDIS, how's it going? I hope you're doing well. Thank you for stopping by. Uh, oh God, I gotta get my stream my thing actually set up. Hold on, where is? That's good to hear. Where is the metaphor stuff? I'm not too quiet. Okay, I'm sounding just right. That's good to hear. All right, there we go. All right, got what I wanted. Yeah, we are continuing on with metaphor tonight. It won't be too long of a stream. I have to do a decent amount of working out today, so oh, this wire is just gonna be annoying. Okay, let's just get into it, shall we? Like I said, we don't got a lot of time to dilly dally. I'm trying to knock some of the game out. Don't know how much, but we'll see. We'll see. Also, I apologize. In like 2 minutes, Mr. Salem is gonna like beg for food because in 2 minutes he's gonna get food. So I just apologize for his loudness, not for the fact that he's going to be loud, because of course he is. He's just a little guy. Okay. Am I talking over the game? Okay, I am talking over the game. That's good. I'm like looking at my. Do I hear myself? Can I hear? Okay, all right. Let's see if I think it's fine. Yeah, because we're peaking around yellow all the time. I'm not talking too very loud in the apartment. Let me boost this up a little bit. Oh, let me go to Elgato. That's real tech. No, I need Elgato. I there's a thing. Oh, here it is. This what I want? No. This is what I want. Okay. I want it to be just a little bit louder. How about that? A little bit louder. How's that? How's that? No. No. Don't restart. Dang it. It's gonna restart. How's that? How's this? There we go. I don't want to talk too like loud with little effort because I won't hurt my throat. But that should be okay. I bumped up the gain a little bit. It should be. It should be okay. It's time. Yeah, he is the star of the stream. Absolutely. All right.
War is on the horizon.
Whoa. Oh, I didn't. I was like, why did it like transition like that? All right, let's get into the game. We are on the 22nd. All right, let me move. Oh, we just finished the 22nd, I'm guessing. Oh yeah, I said what a day to sell or to get rid of what's it called. Did we? Yeah, we got a ton of money now. We got rid of some mag.
Now what am I to do?
Now let's listen to this heated conversation. I hear people conversing all around me. All the candidates protected by that special magic everyone's on about. You know, the one that prevents anyone having a go at you. That sort of favoritism rubs me the long way. The goal is to prevent fighting. Why not cast that magic on everyone in the country? I guess that's an excellent point. Sure. Maybe he just can't. If that were the case, we'd be able to execute criminals. Villains would do as he pleased. Choosing a kid would be the last thing on our mind. Hear, hear. But if only the top candidates are protected, couldn't they just systematically crush anyone with half a chance from the lower ranks? Not very sporting, eh? Another excellent point. And what would they gain from that? They're competing for the support of the people, not to be the last man standing. The majority of the citizens in this country are lowly commoners. Using magic as a shield to crush the weak is cowardly, and may even turn potential followers off. In essence, in those of low status who controls the fates of those above them. This time, the elite do not hold all the power. Then ultimately, the purpose of magic is to prevent the fighting amongst the top candidates.
What's going on?
This way, the final decision is left to the will of the people, not which candidate emerges victorious in battle. Perhaps that was the intent all along. I see. Even those Pompous Sanctus leaders must be jolly feeling the heat. Then, oh, tensions seem high. All right. Where do we go? Oh, there it is. I gotta get used to running. I gotta get used to playing the game again. Alright, hold on, where are we supposed to go? Head to Night Prowler? There we are. Night Prowler. Then you must be the ones those brothers mentioned. Understood. Now, if you board behind me, please. Hello, you doing alright? Head still hurts? Okay. I hope you feel better. Oh. Oh, that's a lovely little establishment right here. Okay, maybe not. Maybe we're gonna get murdered. Oh no, that's right. We're supposed to talk to these folks.
Look who it is. Appreciate you coming out.
So it was you two.
You expected us to roll out the red carpet right into our headquarters. Consider this a pre-show.
Okay.
Still, you really are just a kid, aren't you?
Yeah.
And you're one to talk?
I wouldn't go having a laugh at me big brother's expense. That's when I get to step in. Make some points from my own life.
You are brothers. And he is the elder?
And here I thought the Magnus brothers' name was making the rounds. Shame that. It's fine. First offense and all won't kill you yet. Besides, Lord Luis has taken quite a shine to you lot.
Oh?
Before we let you see him, I have a question. I want you to think long and hard before you answer, right?
Okay. We're getting sinister looks from the whole pub.
What kind of king are you selling yourself to be exactly? Go on, let's have the pitch. I treat all tribes equally.
Just like Lord Luis.
All right, a bit much, ease off. You know there's a big difference between meritocracy and equality. You're not doing yourself any favours here, are you?
Let's drop the pretenses, shall we? We were all about impressing Luis, and we've done that. You're all about results, aren't you? You'll answer the question from me, too. Why do you
Okay.
want to serve Master Luis? No lies now.
How do we want to answer it? Well, definitely not the third one. I think that's funny. But no. Yeah, we'll do this one.
I admire Master Luis's power.
What? As an elder? Want to get a little payback on the world too, do you? Despite Despite having been a general, he has Parapus as some of his closest allies. That alone marks a man worth following.
Huh. Whatever. You got some brass tea, I'll give you that much. Already got more accomplished than that Gordell ever did. You seem like the types to make yourselves useful.
Yeah, I mean, we try. Yeah, we're going to get murder.
Not many get ourselves blessing. Worth celebrating that. For now. Get in.
Heck yeah, we're in! We did it! And we didn't get murdered.
Minority tribes face walls and barriers everywhere they look in society.
Ooh, French fry! I'll take that. Thank you. A very dry French fry. But a French fry nonetheless. Thank you.
Our greatest hope lies with Master Luis. We'll do whatever it takes to make him king.
Oh.
Starting today, so will you.
Okie
Come on then. Master Luis is waiting for you inside his gauntlet runner, the Caradrius.
dokie.
No funny business up there, yeah? Nothing gets past the king's magic, and Lord Luis is one of the top candidates.
Well, you know.
Some, what, 10 odd assassins now? Lord Luis uses them for magic experiments, and, well, you know how that ends.
Okay. No, I did not get a French fry in the game, and they did not murder me with the French fry.
We finally have access to Luis's headquarters.
My laugh startled my partner. They're very confused. When they looked at me like I gave you the French fry. Of course, I wouldn't murder you with the French fry. I'd murder you in more elaborate ways. Clearly. All right.
It's a valuable opportunity.
Oh,
Ideally,
we need to
while most of our group is meeting
open this tab because we're gonna do
quick search inside.
some stuff. Oh, hey, Bielstar. How's it going? See with the ketchup bottle.
Wait, me?
Yeah, of course you.
More suitable. Anyone else, and he'd question their absence.
You're putting a solo infiltration on my tiny shoulders? But fine, I'll do it.
Oh, so earlier today,
We'll assess the situation.
like
Deal with our own
when I was cooking some rice for dinner, I decided to grab a piece of the ham I got because I wanted to try it out. Got some ham from
Where?
the store,
So,
and it's been like, I don't know, 5 years since Mr. Salem had ham. 3 years. It's been a while. Mr. Salem's not allowed to have ham, by the way, for many, many reasons. Yeah, let's just say this is how we say. Yeah, Mr. Salem's not allowed to have ham for many, many reasons. Also, it's just probably bad for him, given all the salt it probably has. But anyways, I ate some of it, and then Mr. Sam's like looking at me. He doesn't know what ham is anymore at this point. Like, he just does not remember it.
incredible.
And then I was like, well, let's just let him smell it. And he smelled it, and he was starting to open his mouth, like just a little bit. And I pulled it back, and he yelled at me. And he was like, "Meow!" And then he yelled at my partner as well, and then really kept yelling at her over and over again because he wanted a snack. He wanted the ham, like, really badly. Oh, I forgot to read. Oh well. Or read aloud. You bumpkins can fawn over the Chartist all you want later. We won't be flying a good while anyway. What with the soiree and all. Soiree? What's that? Hey, boss. How do you know don't tell? How about you don't go telling anything they don't need to know? They aren't officially friends yet. I did not offer it to him to eat. I offered for him to smell. Now follow me. I'll give you the grand tour. Oh, and a friendly warning. Be on your best behavior. You try anything clever and you're dead on the spot. Make a rude comment to Lord Luis, dead on the spot. Got it? Oh, alright, man. Not shy about making threats. We'll stay on his good side, okay? Let's not test his patience then, eh? Lord Luis is in the reception room, and you don't want to keep him waiting.
We're off.
Alright. Whoosh. We'll skateboard over.
Check this out.
What? I saw. Thank you. Sorry about that. We've got to seize the first foothold of our infiltration. Soon enough, Luis will be in our grasp.
If I may.
God makes it through there and off, you know, don't you? One of Luis's faction candidates. Sometimes he's got this beast of a dog with him too. Sad to see a man with a temper with a temper like his with a pet. But when you know he's sweet on the dog. Somewhere on the bottom of his back part, he thinks the dog's cute or something. Strangest thing he ever did. See.
Indeed.
This runner bears more in common with a castle than a carriage. I can hardly imagine what the interior must be like. Alright,
Now, where was I?
let's go. We don't really need to go. I want to see if Moore has something to say. Because it's been a bit since we've been into it. Oh, okay. Why, that's a new archetype. I ask you for a demonstration? Okay.
Do make yourself at home.
What was the new arc? Oh, it was probably this one. It's probably Commander. But, okay. Let's talk to the cat.
That's a good kitty.
He seems to be in a good mood. I think he likes you. Yes, of course. You always say this. Alright, let's go.
You'll come.
Understood?
It's impossible to discern how much trust the brothers will afford us. Keeping up our guard around them will be crucial. Okay.
Got it.
And we're here. Go on in. Don't wander off. Until you get used to it. This place could be a real maze.
Oh, yeah?
Wow, there were so many soldiers here. I suppose we should have expected as much from Luis's stronghold. I feel like we're always being watched. Like it or not, an elder recruit is always going to stand out. But we're on the same side as all of them for now. So stand tall. Okay. You new guy? Hang on a minute. You're an elder? Why, ain't that a rare sight? Just do your level best, alright? We ain't shy about casting off those who aren't strong enough to keep up. So be sure to pull your own weight. Yeah? Did you hear about what happened at the expedition? Some elder kids showed up in Forden, they say. And apparently Lord Luis loved it. The kids going places, I could tell you that. Damn, is it true? Did Godel really show up at the expedition with the head of a human in hand? Yeah, but the head was so small that hardly anyone noticed. Makes you wonder what the hell the point was.
Hey,
Ah, I saw you at the expedition. You put on one hell of a show, eh? You really could give those Sanctus what for. And you're one of us now, aren't you? Well, cheers to new friends.
that reminds me.
Oh, you're the elder candidate I've been hearing about. Apparently, Lady Una likes you. She's stalking her claim on some kid, even though she already is with Lord Luis? Damn, Lady Una's got Santa with a spare. Well then.
Got it.
The reception room is on the top floor. This lift will get you there. Okie dokie.
What in the...
What? What was that? Heh, happens to everyone. Is that some kind of magic controlled locking mechanism? It keeps the suspicious element out. You know. Mr. Salem? Mr. Salem, you alright? Come here, buddy. He was, I don't know if you heard him, y'all, but he was, like, upset. Mr. Salem? Okay, he's stalking off. Never mind. It keeps the suspicious element out. You know, like the bastards pretending they're grunts when they're actually assassins. Seems like a secure system. I assume you need a key to get through around? Yep. There's different keys for different areas. Only a select few ranked soldiers have them. You want to walk freely around the runner? Then you're gonna have to move up the ranks a bit first. I guess that makes sense.
Evidently.
Keys aren't the only given to ranking soldiers, is it? Is it? Navigating this place might prove difficult without those in our possession. We will need to acquire them then. Oi! Already trading treacherous whispers among yourselves, eh? Quit the gossip and get on already.
Oh, nice.
It's much bigger than I thought. I almost forgot we're inside a gauntlet runner. Quit looking around so much. Now, what do we have here? Are we letting schoolboys in the ranks now? These kids are our new recruits? So, that's all it took, eh? A little show at the expedition? Used to be you have to prove yourself before you could stand with the Countsmen.
No.
They got Lord Luis's approval. If that's not enough for you, I keep it to yourself before someone knocks you off that pedestal.
What's the meaning of this?
What? These pissants against me? Please, I'm a bloody sergeant. We could settle this right here and now, and they'll be wiping you off the walls.
Don't even try it.
Oh, leave it out, Seth. Get your ass back to your post. That's an order. Just get this through your tiny heads. Power is everything around here. I give you 3 days at most till you run home with tails between your legs. Wow, that sucks.
Seriously.
You're just gonna stand there, you're gonna move. Come on! Alright, alright.
Here.
And this would be Lord Luis's quarters. Just the reception room, lass. He'd be daft to show a pack of strangers straight to his private quarters, wouldn't he?
Alright.
Lord Luis is waiting inside. Enter.
Hey,
Guess that's my cue. I'll try looking around for this formula. Be careful. Lots of sharp eyes around. I'll try. You all stay safe too. See you soon, I hope. Oh, don't die on me. Don't die on us.
A beautiful city, Haven. But it is its identity I truly respect.
Oh?
Oceana's navy might well have won them the Annex War. If your Cronia hadn't chosen to forgo their honor and launch an opportunist attack in the wake of a storm. Even now, united in the kingdom, their pride in their power is what keeps this city alive.
I love what they do with his hair.
Join my ranks.
Like, the effect of the hair is really cool.
Instead, I would hear what you wish to know most. Ask and I will answer. That is why I bid you come.
Okay, okay.
Here we go.
He's testing us. What should I ask? I could ask those. I honestly would like to know that. I mean, I'm sure he would just be honest about it at this point. But sure, this.
How do you plan on winning against Fortnite?
I will kill you. Not that my victory rests on doing so. That man and Sanctism both are malignant tumors in this country's flesh and must be excised as sin.
Okie
Aren't candidates protected by the king's magic? The king is not a god. There is always a way. It is clear no small conviction drives you. Perhaps keeping you close will prove useful. You, assembled company, I hereby permit you to enter my service. We are much obliged.
Delightful. We're in. We did it, y'all.
This is the heart of magic silver.
Well, that's not terrifying.
If your own heart's not true to our cause, well, it's not just a drop you lose. Might take off a whole limb.
You hesitate.
It's just that.
Fear and anxiety. They always lead the people astray. But power and order trumps all. That is the crux of my rule.
Okay. It seems we have no choice.
Good. It would appear we've passed.
Ha! Look at you, like knock-knee lambs. Just having a bit of fun with you, eh? You think I'd go to all that effort?
On August 13th, I intend to hold a soiree in this city. It seems a fine opportunity for you to make your debut in my retinue.
Oh, cool.
Very exclusive, see? Only for those good enough to be part of our campaign. You should feel honoured.
Well, I do, Basilio. I
As my
feel very
gorgeous
honored.
runner requires some maintenance. The party should be held at the feast hall where I'm staying. In the meantime, do as you will.
Okie dokie. I wonder how Gallica's search is going.
Only this area feels any different from the rest. I need a key to get in, though. It'd be nice if I could see what's going on in here, too.
Is that boy candidate here already?
Meeting with Count Luis as we speak, I think. Didn't think he'd end up on our side.
I expect we'll run into each other on the job, eh? That said, let's get back to our rounds.
Yikes! They're coming this way! I have to hide!
Yeah, it seems like a good place as any.
Is this the other side of that door? Never thought it'd lead to a place like this. This area just screams suspicious with all the guards. The formula's gotta be somewhere around here. Is someone coming?
Oh, here he comes. Oh, Lady Una.
Figures they'd show up now. Isn't that the songstress? What is she doing here?
Lady Juna, is something amiss?
I do recall saying I didn't need a personal guard today.
Oh, Juna. Her name is Juna.
Luis's personal quarters, we thought in case you needed.
Well, I don't. You can do your guarding downstairs for today. Do you understand? And, well, I mean, do you really want to be guarding this door when Count Luis returns? Oh, the things you would hear.
Oh boy.
How awkward for us both.
You mean, idiot, don't make the lady repeat herself. Apologies, my lady. Don't make yourself scarce.
Close one. Opportunities like this are so few and far between. I've got to get this back in place. Oh, wonderful. How were these arranged again? A magic spell? Is that the formula?
Oh?
Just my luck. I can't carry out something that big.
You could if you believed.
Now I know where it is.
I guess maybe Lady Una becomes a party member?
You've got the man's eyes on you. Now that you've sworn fealty, we can get right down in the guts of his Skyrunner.
I worry for Gallica. Perhaps we ask too much of her.
She'll be fine.
She's all right.
Ah, it seems you worried for naught.
I'm back!
Heck yeah.
You're clearly bursting with good news, too.
I know, right? I found where the formula is!
Woohoo.
I'm pretty sure I saw the real thing. Even if it wasn't, I bet the real one's somewhere in that room.
Masterfully done. We could have asked no better an infiltrator.
That songstress Juno was there too. I'm pretty sure it was Luis's private quarters. So I have to wonder what she was doing there.
Whatever the case, I assume you
I wonder too.
Well, yes, but it might be a bit tricky. To get to Luis's quarters, we'd need to go through the crew quarters, then through the starboard corridor, or the port corridor. You need a key to get into each of the divisions. Whoever's in charge of each guard post has one. Luis's
okay.
quarters have a special key too. That one's held by the representative on the bridge.
In short, we'll need to pass through 3 blocks. The crew quarters, either the starboard or port corridor, and the bridge.
It looked like he's usually got his quarters under guard. So we'll want to pick a time of day when there'll be less people around.
If we need it less crowded, then how about the night of the soiree? Surely it would be a skeleton crew.
Yeah. Apparently, the soiree will be held at the luxury inn that caters exclusively to the upper class. The soldiers manning his runner are bound to have duties in town that day.
He would have us debut as his supporters on that night. How would we get away with not being present?
Maybe if we just excuse ourselves for a short time? We've got plenty of time to prepare. Securing an infiltration route, finding out when it will be less crowded. This is all work we can get done in advance. On the night of, Gallica and one other will slip out, swipe the formula, then return by the shortest route possible.
Have anyone in mind? My hearing makes stealth jobs simple work.
No. I think he'd be our best bet.
You would
What?
have the guest of honor himself absent?
This is Luis we're talking about. He's bound to notice any absence. If we've lost on that front already, we might as well send our strongest.
What do you think? It would be risky as a mere solo infiltration.
Do you even have to ask? Of course we'll do it.
You'll be the ones in the most danger, won't you?
I can hardly deny it. You're right. And I'm well aware of the fact.
Seriously. We're jumping from tightrope to tightrope here. We'll have to prep our infiltration strategy tomorrow. For now, let's get back to the inn and get some rest.
Okie dokie. Sleep time.
That reminds me.
By the way, do you remember the man we met in Luis's Gauntlet Runner? He seemed very proud of his strength.
Yes.
He was rather full of himself. Yes, Sergeant Xanth, was it? He got told to go back to his post, which makes me wonder. He might be in charge of one of those runner sectors.
See?
That would be unfortunate. I could tell his strength was formidable even to be near him. I doubt he would be simple. He simply let us pass. In any case, we should probably rest today. We can talk about it. We can talk in more detail in the morning.
Got it?
The success of our infiltration depends entirely on our preparations after tomorrow. Don't worry, as long as we work together, we'll find a solution. The songstress has been in Luis's private chambers. Not that I would judge her, I suppose. At any rate, the operation begins tomorrow. Rest assured, rest well tonight.
May I speak?
The day of the Prince's awakening may be nearer than we realize. We've got to make our preparations before that soiree. Alright. Can we go? No.
Look at that.
I'm done for the day. Should I retire for the night? Absolutely.
Good night.
Rest well. Let us march forward into a new day, into a new age. Oof.
Now then.
Now, starting today, we'll need to work on an infiltration route to Luis's private quarters. The issue is those in charge of each area, the ones holding the keys. It would seem they make a formidable lineup. What should we do? Maybe the simplest option is the best option. Get them alone, beat the key from them, and push forward.
Even so,
If we mean to attack, a short, decisive encounter is the order of the day. To call for reinforcements, we may not fare as well. Luis's subordinates have retained their rank through martial prowess. If we ruin their pride, negotiation may still be on the table.
I'm a little worried.
This is a challenge unlike any we've faced so far.
Yeah.
Right. A new situation calls for new tactics. We ought to build up our strength by hunting bounties in the lake, or we may end up over our heads. Unlike previous operations, time is of the essence when infiltrating. You'll need to keep your battle short, defeat the officers within a certain number of turns. All the officers are quite strong, and each will require you to be tactical. Gather information about them in town, and utilize requests to strengthen your abilities to give yourself a fighting chance. Why did I say all the officers? Like, I could not say officers like a normal person.
Then,
Maybe we could dig up some dirt about through an informant. Who knows? They might have a weakness we can exploit. Well then, before we go, we can secure our route to his quarters. It sounds like we have to do some digging before the day of the soiree. Alright, we can do a fair amount of different things. But it's time for a quest to start. Infiltrate the Charidus. The infiltration route must be secured, so Luis's room can be accessed on the day of the soiree. If I can seal the curse formula, the prince's curse can be lifted. Operation Infiltrate the Charidus. A mission with a deadline has begun. Be cautious of storms and inclement weather condition that may occur around Brivelhaven. Meet with your allies on Warship Harbor to infiltrate Luis's Gauntlet Runner. The interior of Luis's Gauntlet Runner is divided into 4 areas: the crew quarters, the starboard corridor, the port corridor, and the bridge. You'll need to obtain a special key from the person in charge of the bridge in the deepest part of the ship. Don't forget, you need to gain access to Luis's quarters by the end of the soiree, or by the day of the soiree. Luis's Gauntlet Runner, huh? Alright. Oh, hello. With the exhibition on... Oh, no, we've already read this. We've already read all that. Alright, well, here's a quest. At this rate, the shilly die. Must my hands always be stained with the blood of children? Oh my god! Sorry? Blood and children? Oh, have I seen you somewhere before? Now that I mention it, I do recall seeing an elder boy at the exhibition. One that looked about to be the same age as... They say you've been traveling across the country, helping all those in need. That's true. Then may I ask you for your aid as well?
oh, what a pity.
During a training exercise, the city guards were ambushed by a human. There are many casualties, especially among the youngest recruits. I need a special medicine to save them, but the shop stocks are exhausted and I can't make it myself. And it requires ingredients found only within a monster-infested forest. I'll get them. You'll do it? Truly? I cannot thank you enough. The medicine is derived from a fruit called the dragon thistle berry. I hear it grows in the Gracia forest. Perhaps it would be wise to learn about the monsters that inhabit that place first. An informant may know more. One dragon thistle berry isn't going to be enough to save everyone, so I'll need 7. I know it'll be difficult, but lives depend on it. Quest start. I need 7 samples of dragon thistle berry, which grow in Gracia forest, to help make medicine. The informant at the tavern and Angler's Inn Square should know more about the first. Alright. Hell yeah. Got a new quest. We're going to have a decent amount of quests to do. Or so I'm told.
And right there's a ladder.
Alright.
Well met, eh? Wonderful.
Alright, is there... Oh, that's not... This is the map? Yeah. Oh, there's something over here. Yeah.
Greeting.
Well, if this isn't my friend Salem, what a pleasure. But why the face? You're looking at me as if I'm a stranger. But you visit the Blight Prowler. I'm its founder. Even in this our first time meeting in flesh, I consider any customer a dear friend. Back off a little, man. You're moving kind of fast. What do you even want from with us? Well, I'm hoping you can do some negotiation on my behalf, so I get my deed back. Tragically, I had to offer it as collateral and a loan. But even after paying my creditor off, I haven't been able to get it back in my hands. The man in question is a respectable Ishkia noble, whereas I am just a humble therapist entrepreneur. Ugh, I doubt I can count on the law backing me. But he won't treat a high-profile candidate with the same rudeness. That's the kind of man he is. And of course, you'll be compensated for your success. I got some unusual armor I think you'll find useful. I'll handle it. Ah, listen to that confidence. I feel emboldened just hearing the words. The noble in question has a certain fondness for, shall we say, blood sport. I don't doubt he's watching a fight as we speak. He's a shy fellow, positively dripping with disdain for us common folks. Can't miss him, I'm sure. I'll be waiting here. You just let me know when you got your hands on that deed.
Let's give it a shot.
Alright. I need to negotiate and retrieve the deed taken as loan collateral. No marine creditor might be at the Var Marino Coliseum, an arena front wharf. So we're looking for a pompous Ishkai, huh? One who enjoys watching fights. You're thinking what I'm thinking? Alright. Let's go back to the map. Well, let's go to the Gauntlet Runner, because we need to do our dailies. We need to use our toilet.
Right.
We have pooped.
Got it.
And now we need to clean ourselves after pooping. And now that we've cleaned yourself, let us go get some food from the pantry. Alright.
Alright then.
Let's go to CB Street. Let's go accept these two quests.
Yeah? Excuse me?
Please, mister, make me your apprentice. Oh, what? Apprentice? Where is this coming from? You're the candidate from the exhibition, right? One of my friends saw and started talking about how cool you were. So I wanted to be like you, mister. Please let me be your apprentice.
Kidding.
Ah, so that's why. But we can't exactly take a kid like you with us. If you want this friend of yours to notice you, I'm sure there's another way, like getting them something they like. Oh, that might be good. It's my friend's birthday soon, so a gift would be great. Maybe flowers like from the flower shop. Oh wait, my friend wouldn't want any old flower he'd get in the city. That's boring. I got it. I'll go exploring outside the city and look for wildflower. Sure, if you want to get eaten by a wild human, it's way too dangerous for a kid like you to go wander out there. We've got a gauntlet runner. How about leaving this one to us? You're really kind, mister. Then, will you bring me a flower? You can become Salem's supporter in return. Basically, you just gotta cheer him on to help him become king. Oh, easy. I'll be your supporter. Promise. I'll just wait here until you got the flower. My friend's birthday is August 10th, so before then. If it's a flower from another city we need, I bet the church would have it. Why don't we stop by St. Firmus Church and ask? Quest start. Efflorescent youth. The requester wants me to find a rare flower not found in Browhaven. There are rumors that St. Firmus Church on San Lumio Street in the royal capital sells flowers that fit the bill. Okie dokie. Let's just go do that.
Let's go.
Shall we? This seems easy enough.
Well, what do you want to do?
Now then,
Just to the capital.
Which
That's not the capital.
Let's see. It's your call.
Let's go.
Alright then. Let's go.
Yeah. To the church.
What is it?
Oh, and what brings the young candidate here? Do you have business with the church? Well, we heard you started offering something outside the ordinary sale. Wouldn't you happen to have any flowers we can buy? Oh. Well, indeed, we now sell rainbow flowers. It's not a fresh flower, however, but a handcraft. Its resplendent rainbow colors and soul-soothing beauty are highly regarded as by believers here. It's rather valuable, but I shall be happy to give you for a trifling donation. Yeah, I wouldn't expect anything for free here. There is something about it that's unusual. I bet the boy would be happy to get one. The sanctor did say it was valuable too, so it's worth a closer look. Do we have anything to purify? It's not gonna change anything. A rainbow flower. No, that's 500. That's fine. Alright,
Let's go.
back to the Gauntlet Runner.
All right then.
Okay, what's the plan?
Now then,
Hold on.
That's where you want it. It's your call. Let's move.
Okie dokie.
Yeah?
Skateboards. Hey, kid.
Did you perhaps bring the rainbow flower for me? Or that rainbow flower for me?
Here you go.
Thanks, mister. Wow, look at that. It's all sparkly. This is gonna be great. Next, you just gotta give this flower to my friend and say, I love you, please.
Uh-huh.
I don't know.
Hold on there, kid. You really think he should confess you to your friend in your place? What if your friend falls in love with him instead? Well, that wouldn't be good. But I'm too scared. I wish I could be brave like you. You almost ran right out of the city gates looking for a flower. That sounds pretty brave to me. Huh. Alright, I'll take this flower and I'll be honest about how I feel. And I've got to tell my friend how great you are, Salem.
Thanks for your support.
Well, he's got a big heart for someone so small. You never know. Maybe he'll bring
Some more people to the cause.
Mission accomplished.
Quest clear. I delivered the rainbow flower and completed the request. I also managed to help the requester pluck up some courage. Alright, wow, that was a good old boost. The rank 3 tolerance, hell yeah. We are now generous. Tolerance, 'tis one of the virtues a ruler must possess. If thou aspire to true sovereignty, take up a mantle of benevolence, which shall spur thee to aid thy people. A conqueror needs that precious kindling with which a follower's passion may be inflamed. From 49 to 47, we got 2 people. I'll take it.
I'm sure this flower will make my friend happy. Thanks, mister. Good luck in your tournament thing. I'll be brave and try my best too.
Alright, I saw that there was another. Yeah. Whoosh. Damn, those bastards think I'm making this up. I definitely saw it. I know I did. Yow! I'm no beard to be gawked at, kid. My teeth are killing me here. It hurts so damn much. I've been seeing tooth monsters. At this rate, I'm gonna need my teeth extracted. Almost all of them. If only some kind of generous soul could help me. I need a certain item to cure my toothache. And only should some kind fellow could bring it to me. I would give 1,500 reeve. Tell me more. Fantastic! I knew you seemed reliable from the first time I laid eyes on. I feel like I've seen you before somewhere. Right, you were a candidate at the expedition. Then that makes things easy. The thing I need is just a quick jaunt away if you got a gauntlet runner.
So, what's the item you're looking for?
It's the pride of the Inundo. The toothbrush of Hygienia. That's a fucking name. Okay. I need you to buy one for me. Of course I'll reward you, and you'll have a vote, whatever that's worth. And you'll have my vote, whatever that's worth. I'll wait for you here until August 9th. Any longer and I really have to get them pulled. Or have to get them all pulled. So please. Quest start. I need to deliver the toothbrush of Hygienia to the requester with anxiety about cavities. The device is supposedly a specialty of Inundo. That's
That's where you want to go.
funny. Inundo is right here.
Nice little village.
Just can't stand
I tried to go there myself, but every step just made my teeth hurt even more. Ow!
You okay there, buddy?
Looks like I'm not going anywhere. Guess I'll be waiting here. Gosh darn, that hurts.
Give it a shot.
Boy, this guy needs help. We better go buy that toothbrush of Hygienia as soon as we can. Alright. There was... Yeah, is that it? Whoosh.
Corporation.
Oh, we're just in a... Wait, no, I'm just looking at the wrong spot. We need to go this way.
Well met, eh?
No, I didn't need to do that. Shoot. Maybe this is where I want to go. Hold on.
All right then. Let's head there right away.
Let's do this. There you go.
Welcome.
It's all about the tournament. They should allocate more manpower slaying the monsters. Anyway, here's a look at the contract. Oh, you're the friends of Katharina, aren't you? She keeps pestering me to raise her bounty rewards. I can't say no to the best bounty holder in the country, so don't go slacking off now that you got a bit of a pay raise. I hear a voice in my mind. Huh, no need to thank me. I'm sure your bounty hunter is calling your name too. Thanks to Katharina's bounty bonus, my reward money for completing bounties has increased. Alright, Alright. The bounties contract is for Fadolich, the apparition. A apparition. A monster who's taken up residency in the cemetery in Bryland. He's made the graveyard his personal undead paradise, chock full of demon skeletons, ready to do his bidding. And it's not just undead that are under his thrall. It seems like it's also compelled a living beast to serve as its bodyguard. So you need to fight them both at the same time. I know how strong you all a lot are, but this one seems a bit tough, even for you. Ugh, even after everything we did at the expedition? Well then, we'll just have to prove you wrong, won't we? Salem, we can handle this, right? Leave it to us. Promise, if you really insist. Wait, promising, if you really insist, it's yours. You'll find the target hunting at an old cemetery called the Tomb of Lament. Here, I'll show you where it is. If you'd like more intel on the particular apparition, then you should speak with the informant in Brylehaven. The Lich is said to be carrying the extremely rare Chalice of Legends. Bring it back as evidence you've defeated it. Quest start. Grieving Ghost of the Goblet. I need to slay the Fatolich in the Tomb of Lament, north of Brylehaven. The informant at the tavern in Angler Inn Square in Brylehaven should have more details. Cool.
Let's see here.
The Tomb of Lament is here. Pretty far north, isn't it?
We'll face danger here.
Nice little
Okie
village.
dokie.
Got it.
Okay, got it. Then it's off to Anglers Inn Square to talk to the informant.
Okie dokie. Anyone could use an igniter, but when Magla depletes, a soldier must fight with a weapon. Daily practice can separate life from death. I have the soldiers train weapons with this in mind. But these days, many of them are shipped off to battle before they can even have time to train. Oof, that's terrifying. That is terrifying.
All right then.
Alright, let's keep forward. Where are we relative? This way.
All right then.
No, this way. Damn it all. My clients are expecting a delivery soon, and these full horns are hardly an ideal canvas for my outstanding workmanship.
Hey, what do you got hollering? Wait, what's got you hollering like that?
Oh, I'm simply a craftsman who takes pride in my exacting detail and peerless skill. I take monster hordes and engrave them, transforming them into beautiful ornaments. But my technique has progressed to the level where these middling horns can't withstand the intricate level of detail that I tried to grace them with. They fall apart as I'm working.
Oh, yeah?
That's too bad.
If only there were a horn that was tough enough to withstand your technique. Oh, but that's the thing. There is a horn worth my skill. Apparently, within the Forsaken Tower, there's a giant called Orgus, with the horn surpassing all others. But the tower is infested with monsters. The heavy horn is basically impossible for a normal person to retrieve. Why, I think a task can only be completed by someone who's demonstrated a great amount of valor in the expedition to brave. If only it was someone like that about. I'll do it. Oh, can it be? Now that I got a better look at you, it is. You're the young candidate everyone's talking about. Yes, of course, you could save me in my darkest hour.
What's with the theatrics? It's obvious he recognized you right away. Whatever. You're going to give us a reward for this, right?
Of course, of course. My pockets are overflowing with an advance payments from countless patrons of the arts. Like I mentioned, you can find the Orgress within the nest of monsters known as the Forsaken Tower, located north of town. If you wanted more details, then an informant would be your best bet. There should be one at the Greatest Catch, you know, the tavern in the Inn District. Quest start. I need to slay Orgus in the Forsaken Tower to procure its horn. The informant at the tavern in Angler's Inn Square in Bridlehaven should have more details.
Gotta get prepared.
Great. Let's head to the Greatest Catch and speak to the informant then. That's the tavern in the Inn District. Okie dokie. What requests do we have? We have Superior, Scrimshaw, Dental, Grieving, Deeds and Diversion, Soldier Solace. Infiltrate, okay.
Alright then.
Oh, got that one. No,
Let's head there right away.
There are a lot of quests in this area. Ugh, damn it. You hear that? It sounds like someone's moaning in pain. Oh, it's right in front of us. Hold on. Oh, I really overdid it this time. Hey, you there. You happen to have a medicinal herb on you, do you? My ass got kicked in the Coliseum. Hey, he's in pretty tough shape, and the medicinal herb would go a long way. You have 12 on hand, you might get one. Sure, why not? Oh, thank heavens. You just become my best friend.
Thank you.
It hurts a little, but it's alright now. Thanks for something. No one else would really help you though. I was something. You're only one, so please take this reward. Hell yeah. Take that. Even though he was clearly in a lot of pain, no one at the Coliseum paid him any attention. Glad we helped. Alright.
What is it?
What's your problem, kid? Quit staring. Come back when you're old enough to buy. Hold on, you're the captain everyone's been talking about. From the exhibition, your face struck in my memory. Strange thing a kid like you would in the race. Wow, rude. What do you mean we have to be old enough? What are you even selling? Why, I'm the most famous brewer in the city. They call all my house the special and miraculous mead. So good it'll put years on your lifespan. That sounds like good stuff, but Salem needs a few more years before you can drink. So, we'll see you around. Hold on there. I saw you catch everyone's eyes at the expedition. I'll gamble on that being skill, not chance. So I've got a task I need help with. I'm looking for someone you see, or something you see. If you find it, I'll give you some of my brew. Sell it or drink it, either way that'll get you something out of it. I'll throw in a little extra, too. If you succeed, I'll start supporting your campaign openly. Can't imagine a kid like you would do what I couldn't, but what do you say? What am I looking for?
Amazing.
You sound confident enough. Right, then it's a deal. The cup I'm looking for is called the Chalice of Legends. The way I hear it, everyone who's ever owned that cup died under mysterious circumstances. But now, no one can say if the cup even exists. Now that's a great question. A cup that kills its owner and a brew that extends life. Take a sip, and which legend wins?
Give it a shot.
Quest start. The Chalice versus the Brew. Locate the Chalice of Legends and deliver it to the requester. You're awfully casual about a gamble that might get you killed. Well, do you have any clue on where this Chalice of Legends is? Well, if you believe the rumors, the ghost of its last owner still refuses to let it go out of its grasp. So we got a ghost problem, huh? Didn't we take a bounty for something like that? Huh. Well, hey, maybe we'll be able to double our reward then. Seems like a pretty lavish bounty attached, so let's go knock it out. Ah, so you're already hot on the trail, eh? I knew you'd be the right person to ask. Well, then I'll leave the rest to you. Okie dokie.
Alright then.
Okay. Chalice. Okay. Okay, so we have Soldier Solace, Deeds and Diversions, Dental Distress, Grieving of the Ghost Goblet, Superior Scrimshaw, and the Child. Okay, cool. We have everything. So let's go. to...
Let's go.
There we go. Executing Sanctus Joanna, the Sanctus Church fails to see which institutes a true paternity. I don't know what the fuck I just attempted to say. The words did not come out. Oh, you're the elder. Of course you'd say that. You and yours were first to die. Instantly, are you literate? I find ignorance tremendously vexing. So here's a book. Oh, thank you, dude. This is a book Julian wrote himself, isn't it? Well, at the end of the day, it's still a book, so why not read it in the corner when you're free? Fair enough. Alright, to the tavern.
Alright then.
It's behind... No, that's more. Yeah, this is where we hung out earlier, right? There's something I'd like to talk to you about, though I hesitate to speak candidly of today's nights out here in town. What I have to say is not for the public ear. It is, suffice to say, a complicated matter. Might we speak when the next we set on the road? Okie dokie. Money makes the world go round, and as the saying goes, as long as you got it, you could do pretty much anything. So what do you want to know? Oh, there's a lot. They got a lot to say. Alright, I won't read this out loud. Or maybe I will. There's a man. Oh, this is for the quest. There's a man named Sergeant Xanth among Luis's club ordnance. He's the officer in charge of Chardius's crew quarters. Naturally, he's a tough customer. Xanth? Oh, the important-looking guy we saw at the Charitas the other day. What, an acquaintance of yours? Then you might know this already, but he's a large man wearing armor who holds strength is justice as his creed. I hear he was once a competitor at the Coliseum too. He's strong, of course, but non-vulnerable. Remember, he's weak against burn and poison. Since he's wearing all that armor, it's hard for him to just take it off and deal with those. I'm sure paralysis and stun will work well too. But Luis values power. So while the old battle axe might have some weaknesses, Luis trusts him. You can bet he's strong as blazes. I see. We'll have to find some way to inflict status ailments, of course. And it'd certainly be a dangerous fight we don't do a bit of training first. No such thing as being too prepared. So let's head there when we're sure we're ready. Okay. Next one. Starboard quarter, Captain. Or Chief, whatever. The old fart. The maintenance chief, Saibae, he's in charge of the starboard quarter. Can't take a joke, so I've never gotten along with him. He's as strong as you expect, considering the authority he's been given. His magic that repels attacks is especially impressive. As you can guess, if you try to physically attack him, he'll bounce right back at you. The more you put into it, the more you'll end up hurting. That said, his barrier doesn't repel magic, but magic isn't especially effective either, from what I heard. To win, you need to find a way to perform physical attacks without having them bounce back at you. Not what I expected you'll end up fighting him. That guy sounds like a massive pain in the... If you don't improve our skills, we'll be done for. And since he uses magic that repels physical attacks, we want to find some way to dispel that too. Alright, the port corridor, Master Gluckum. Master Sergeant Gelchum is in charge of the port corridor. Quite frankly, he's an absolute loon. Don't tell him I said that, though. I value my life. He's an interesting person in a lot of ways, but the way he fights in particular is, as I said, quite mad. He starts yelling like a madman and swings his axe all around. You'll want to watch out for it, it'll daze you. If I recall correctly, the magic shop sells equipment that protects against that. Might be worth checking out. All the blood rushes to his head, so he falls for being provoked really easy. Really easy, though. If you bring someone to act as a decoy along, I think you can beat him without much hassle. Ideally, you won't have to fight him, but if you do, keep that in mind. We'll need a decoy then. I think there's a skill that would be useful.
But if we aren't strong enough, our DK could fall over and our strategy would be ruined. Let's ensure we improve our combat skills before fighting him.
Fancy a bit of info?
Oh, I already talked to you about that. Okay. Yeah, let's do this.
Fancy a bit of info?
The Charitas helmsman, Cabillo, is stationed along the bridge. He's a fervent supporter of Lady Yuna. I have to say, I know how he feels. She acts so sweet and has such a lovely voice. Ugh, I'm swooning here. I almost think that she was a goddess. We're not paying you for that. What's his fighting style? You're playing a spar with him then? Well, he's the only one of Luis's granted the privilege of being the helmsman amongst all of his minions. So you could bet he's a strong one. Having said that, he's weak to electric. Here he had a traumatic experience in a storm once. And rumor has it when the weather gets rough, he even turns to steering over it to his second command. Pretty solid evidence, isn't it? Guess we better prepare some electric magic then. He's one of Luis's hand-picked officers, so it might be a tough fight no matter what. If time permits, we should train a bit before fighting him. Slow and steady wins the race, after all. No point in hurting. Okay, next one. We got 6 more. Security guard Salva. Salva, you say? He's the Charitas' guard chief. Got some business with him? He's not someone you have an opportunity to meet with often. His job is to patrol the Charitas. With the Charitas, Charterius, on the lookout for intruders. The chief of security is no pushover. He's a powerful opponent and earns Luis's trust with his strength. They say he's got an almighty igniter that can damage any foe. Won't be easy to guard against that. I hear he's weak to projectiles and lances, though. Maybe his reaction time is slow, with that wearing that big helmet and all. That's about it. Remember that on the off chance you find yourself against him. No doubt he's powerful if he's in charge of Luis's guards. If we don't come at him with all we got, we're in trouble. We need to be confident we're ready to fight. Oh, and he uses almighty magic, right? Sounds like it'll be trouble. But maybe we can retaliate with some of our own. Cool. Alright, the avian of the Gracia Forest.
Wanting on this?
I'm guessing you're after the dragon thistleberry, the Cocosardos that lords over that area loves them too. So be careful. The Cocosados will unleash terrifying attacks if it sees an opening. Some might even kill you instantly. I recommend having magic that hardens your defenses, and I hear it's weak to projectiles, so having those wouldn't hurt either. Hope your dragon thistleberry hunt goes swimmingly. Oh, I skipped over some dialogue. Alright, this is the Tomb of Lament, eh? Of course I can tell you about it. The bounty is called Fedalich. People say it's a ghost. That's scary enough on its own, but the real horror is how it summons a two-headed beast called a Chimeranza. It's not just fighting two enemies at once that's the problem. When the Chimeranza get Chimenzas around, Fatalich's attacks get stronger. He uses powerful dark magic, so I heard from a bounty hunter who's nearly escaped with it within his life, or with his life. You better either prepare yourself to protect against magic, or use the Chimenza's weakness, wind, to take it out quick. As you might expect, seeing it as it gets a ghost. Fedalich is weak to light. Couldn't hurt to keep that handy. Got it. Our best tactic is to devise a way to protect against its magic and also summon wind and light magic of our own. There's a Guptaros over there too. Its attacks are incredibly strong after it builds up power, but I've heard it's weak to spears and bows. That's about it. Watch your step, unless you want to get your next step to be the grave. Okay, I'm going to save the last 3 for next stream. I'm about done for today. I did say it was going to be a shorter stream, and I kind of have to start wrapping it up, unfortunately. Thank you all so very much for watching. I very much enjoyed another Metaphor stream. Next time I stream, if it's Wednesday, or if I stream Wednesday, or next time I stream, if it's Wednesday, it'll be Ghost of Tsushima. But next planned stream will be Sunday, the 20th? Sunday's no. That's not how dates work. That's not how dates work at all. The 23rd. I can do the math. That's the 23rd. We'll be going to the second to last required dungeon of Romancing Saga. We're doing the second to last dungeon.
Giant's Cave, Old Castle. I think it's Old Castle. We'll be doing that. Until then, if you liked what you watched, please feel free to follow on Twitch or subscribe onto YouTube. The YouTube channel under the live section contains all the VODs. Also, I try to put them into the put them into playlists for your pleasure. Feel free to leave a comment if you like on those. I do try to look at all of them. Yeah. All right, let's find someone to raid. I think it's going to be Choops. I need my mouse though. Choopsy, 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 Choops. If Choops is live. Choops is live. Choops is playing Kai no Kiseki, which is the latest Trails of game. But don't worry, you don't actually have to pay attention to the game itself to enjoy the stream. But anyways, thank you all so very much for watching. Like I said, next time I stream, it will be... next time I definitely plan to stream will be on Sunday, but if we have another stream Wednesday, it'll be Ghost of Tsushima. As always, I hope you have a most wonderful day. And see you whenever. Goodbye forever. Doodles.